Hey, how's everybody doing this morning? I'm back with your third video of the OUPES MEGA-1, and I'm starting off looking at it right now because I want you to see that I've been running my double door refrigerator, inefficient, 30 years old. I'm down to 1%, and the problem we've been having is it gets to 0% and will keep on running. And I know to some it's not a really big deal. But if you're running your refrigerator and you can't really know when it's going to shut off, how can you leave it alone or just depend on it to keep running? You know, you need to know a time when it is going to stop. And I reached out to Opus. They give me some instructions to do, and I've done that. And I've done the test before I've done the instructions, and I've done them after on both of these units. And if you followed the part 1 and part 2 video, you know that I'm on my third unit. I had to send my first one back for a replacement, which is this one. And then I went and bought a third one, which is over here. And I just wanted to give you the results. I don't want to bore nobody, but I do think everybody has the right to know this before they purchase it. But I will say I do like the unit. 1,024 watt hours, 2,000 watt continuous, and a 4,500 watt surge / peak. It's a great little unit. It'll run what you want it to. Other than it going to 0%, which it just did, if you can see right there. Other than that, I have no issues with it. I really like it. It's compact. It's light. You can move it around. It will run pretty much anything you need a normal size or even larger size power station. I mean, it's great. Like I said, I do love OUPES. My Mega 5 runs flawlessly, but I just wanted to show y'all this. And I'm going to back out my video just a little bit. I don't want to get to where you can't see nothing. And again, I hate to do it like this, but I want y'all to see how long it runs. And right now it is 6:05, pretty much when it went to 0, and you can time it yourself. But we're just going to watch the power station instead of watching me or anything else, because I want y'all to see how long. You can back this up and time it yourself. And we probably won't even be able to finish the video. It'll still be running, I would say, because honestly, I can get like anywhere from an hour and a half to 2.5 hours out of either one, really. I'm going to show you right here. Comes with your AC power cord. It comes with your Anderson delighter port right here. Right here, you got your MC4 to Anderson cable for your solar. Comes with your manual. Tells you about your warranty in there and everything. Get this out of the way. And again, I'm not trying to make no great video or nothing. I just want y'all to see my results. And like I said, other than it going to 0% and still running for a good while, I have no issues with this. And right now, these are on sale on Opus, their website. And I think it's for their next batch. You put $1 down. And I think total cost, honestly, is around $380, which is super great. That's cheaper than what I give for mine. Truthfully, even with the 0% flaw in it, $380 I think is great. It's a good unit. I'm not going to lie. This just gets on my nerves because I can't, just for this instance, if my power is out and I'm dependent on this to run my refrigerator, I can't go out and do no work in the yard or, whatever the reason. I can't go do nothing. I got to sit here and babysit because I don't know when this is going to quit. And I don't, I know your refrigerator ain't going to thaw out or nothing in a few hours. It's just the point. I want to know when it's going to quit, because they always give you a time, how the time remaining battery life. Well, you can't go by that on this. But again, for the money, I do like it. But the instructions that they give me was to power it down, use your battery. And then like right now, when it does quit, I'm going to plug it up to the wall, not solar, use AC, and let it charge all the way up to 100%. And even when it says 100%, you see the little fan icon right there spinning below the number, the percentage number? Get it up to 100%, and it'll go another 30 minutes after it hits 100%, 25 to 35 minutes. That was my time on both. It just varied. Like I said, 25 minutes, 30 minutes, 35 minutes at the most. But when you hit 100%, you keep letting it charge to that little fan icon disappears. It'll literally keep spinning for a while, but it will disappear, and it will take approximately 30 minutes. When it does that, right before that fan disappears, you'll hear a surge. And what that's doing, it's resetting it, calibrating it. So just plug it up, let it hit 100%, and wait for that fan icon to disappear completely. Then you know you're ready to go. Now, I did do that on both of these. It did help this one. Like I said, I could run this one for anywhere from 45 minutes to an hour and a half, approximately. Now, literally, I timed it 15 to 16 minutes. Then it actually dies. It'll drop down to 1%, and then when it hits 0%, it would take about 15 to 16 minutes for it to actually die. So I can live with that. I'm good with that. Now this one over here, this is the third one I bought. Make sure you can see it. I mean, no big deal. Yeah. But this one here, I don't know what the deal is. I've reset this one 3 times, I believe. 3, maybe 4. This one will still run approximately an hour and a half to 2 hours. I don't know what the deal is with it, but it's better than it was, because I was getting about 2.5 hours on 0%. But I did get down to about, I'd say an hour and 45 minutes to 2 hours. So, but I ain't worried about it. I mean, it runs good. It just, you don't know when it's actually going to kick off. I used a little heater here to do some testing too, because it's more wattage. And I run it on low heat. And for the new one here, it ran on 588 watts. And it ran for, let me read here, I'm sorry. It ran for 16 minutes after it hit 0 on the heater. So like I said, I can handle that. And on the fridge, the last time I done this, it ran for about, I would say 20 minutes, somewhere through there, 15 to 20 minutes. So again, I'm doing it right now. I know we're not going to be able to finish the video because it'll take quite a while, I'd say. But on this one, on the heater, it lasted 30 minutes at 0% runtime. But like I said, at 588 watts, that's a whole lot more than a refrigerator draws. Like right now, we're just drawing on the refrigerator 152 watts. So it does take longer. The slower and lower the wattage, the slower it's going to use it. You know that. So on the heater, it does speed it up. But and another thing I was wanting to know, after I done the second video, I got thinking, I've had 3 of these units. I returned my first one for this one. Then I also went out and bought this one. Well, I have watched practically every YouTube video on the OUPES MEGA-1. And I'm not calling nobody out or nothing like that. Don't get me wrong, not trying to stir trouble, but I cannot find one video that anybody has had any problems with the MEGA-1. Not one video. But why is it I've had 3 of them, still got 2, and I've had problems with all 3? I mean, are these people just not telling about the 0% problem? Or do they just not have the problem? I mean, I just find it odd that I got 3 of them and they all 3 have the same problem. You know, I just can't get, no one else ain't mentioned it. And another thing, you out there in YouTube land, have any of you had issues with your MEGA-1 doing this right here, or any problem, but mainly it running on 0%? I seriously would appreciate, and I'm sure other YouTubers would appreciate, if you would just put in the comment, just put yes. That's all, just put a yes. You know, I've had several people message me and comment and email me that they were just getting ready to buy one. One feller, I ain't gonna give no names, he said he was actually going to order one the other day when I come out with the video part 2. He said, but he's going to hold off till the results of this video. And people don't want to waste their money and have issues. So could you please just help them out and just put yes if you have had any problems, and you know, especially with the 0%. Let everybody know so they have the choice of going ahead and buying it or not. But for the $380 that it's pretty much on sale now, I'm pretty sure it's $380, $383. I mean, it's $380 something. For that money, honestly, you can put up with the 0%. It's a good unit. You know, I might be a little too nitpicky, don't get me wrong, but when this runs on your refrigerator for 2.5 hours on 0%, I don't feel that I'm being nitpicky. You know, you need to know when this is going to shut off. And OUPES, you definitely need to fix this problem. You need to get it down to about 5 minutes of 0 run time. You know, I've got cheap priced power stations that, man, they're dead on the money. I mean, once it hits 0%, you can pretty much count her down, and I'll go up to 5 minutes, but honestly, 2 or 3 minutes and they shut off. You know, my I forget the name of it now, Dr. Prince. It's a 2,000 watt power station, brand new. I give $449 for it on Amazon, 2,000 watt, and within 2 minutes, 3 minutes, 0%, it shuts off. You can depend on it. Why ain't OUPES like that? And again, you know, I'm sure they're going to get it fixed, but you know, it should have been fixed before they ever sent it out. And that's one thing that really gets me. You know, make sure you're giving people what they want, because I ain't gonna lie to you, just like my videos, you're getting a bad name of it, even though it's not that big of a deal. You're just hurting yourself. You know, fix these problems before you send them out. We're not your guinea pigs. You know, we're paying you for something that you're saying is dependable. Well, running 2.5 hours on 0% to me is not dependable. Like I said, that's the only issue I got with it. But that's their cure, they say, and it worked on this one, except I'm still down to 15, 16 minutes on 0 run time on the heater anyway. On this one, like I said, it didn't really help this one a whole lot. It did a little, but not big time. But I just want to be honest with people, you know, before you buy it. You know, people need to just start kicking on these companies and telling them, you know, I ain't going to buy it because, you know, you're sending out product that it doesn't do what you say it does. You know, right now I'm looking at my microwave, and that's the time I'm going by. It's 16 after 6 in the morning right now. So, you know, we've already went, what, 10, 11 minutes? So, you know, and it really shouldn't even have done it that long. But I guarantee you, you know, if we would sit here for maybe another 15 minutes, I hate to say it, it'd probably still be 0%. I don't know. Every time I do this, it's a little different time. Sometimes it's better. Sometimes it's worse. But again, for the money, you know, it is a good solid unit. It'll run and do what they say. Right now, the only issue I have is when it hits 0%, it really ain't 0%. That's the only issue. So I don't know what else to tell you about it. But again, you know, I do like it. I just hate that. And I hate to keep repeating that, but it just burns me up that they're sending these out. Like I said, this is the first one I got. I think I paid $470, $465. That was the first time they done that. Put $1 down and you'll get it. And that was the first batch. Like I said, I had to return it because of this issue, and it was a whole lot worse. Then they sent me this one. Now that I've reset it, I'm down. Well, I was down to about 15, 16 minutes. Again, I'm hoping we can see this. I'm not trying to bore you. You can speed up the video if you want. I'm just trying to see if it'll kick off, and that way we can get a time. I hope it ain't going to go no 30 minutes or 45 minutes, because this video would take forever. But I just don't. I think they should fix this before they send it out. And to me, they have damaged their name just a little bit, because why are you even sending it out if it don't work correctly? That's not good. It's showing you that they're just trying to push this out and get the money. You know, they should just stop right now sending these out and say, you know, we're going to fix this problem. When we do, then we'll ship it out. Give me a cup of coffee there, a little drink. But I don't know what else to tell you about it. It runs my refrigerator. It's 30 years old, very inefficient, double door. It's got the power. You know, if you have any doubts about it running anything, don't worry about that. I'm telling you. And hopefully this next batch they're coming to the U.S. with from China on a boat, you know, they're wanting you to put $1 down and sell you. Hopefully this issue is resolved. I ain't going to put no stock into it, but that's why I would really like if y'all would just put a yes if you have this problem. Let people be aware of it, that it's just not me. And again, I just don't see why there ain't at least another YouTuber out there that will come forward if they've got this problem and say, hey, yep, mine does the same thing, you know, or I've got this issue. I can't see me being the only one that's got 3, and everyone else in the world, theirs is perfect. I just don't see that. But I mean, as far as running this on a refrigerator, lights, microwave, coffee pot, I mean, I've done it all. It runs fine. It's got the power. And that 4,500 watt surge or peak, I'm telling you what, in a little unit like this is awesome. I'm not going to lie. It's great. You know, if someone wants one just for a refrigerator for an emergency, for the money, that 380 some right now, I would grab one. I'm not going to lie to you. Because, I mean, you're getting a small package with a little bit of power, a good little bit of muscle to run that refrigerator or microwave or coffee pot, lights, whatever, CPAP. It's great. But I just wish this issue was fixed. I like to know when, within 5, I'll go overboard and say 10 minutes of when it's really going to die. That way you know. You ain't got to sit there and guess and babysit it. But Opus, if you're listening, you need to fix this problem and quit sending them out like this. Fix the issue. If a cheap solar power generators can get this little problem flawlessly, y'all should be able to. I mean, this is, you know, it's crazy. Fix it. But again, I'm not trying to bore you. I'm just trying to let this run. Right now, it's 22 after 6, you know. So in 3 more minutes, it'll be 20 minutes. We'll see if it kicks off. By then, that's, like I said, you know, it was doing about 15, 16 minutes. So we'll see. But hey, there's some other deals out there, you know, other companies, check them out. I've got one. It's supposed to be delivered today. And for the money, if it does what it's supposed to, I'm telling you what, I'm going to do a video on it and I'm going to show it. And I'm hoping that it does what it says, because if it does, you're talking about a great Christmas gift, I'm telling you. Well, that's what I ordered the one coming for. I got it for a member of the family. That way they've got a backup for the refrigerator is what I got it for. But I'm going to do a video on it, and I've still got the one power station. I just ain't got around to doing it yet. Just like I said, been busy. But again, I do recommend this one, especially for the money. That's one little glitch you can put up with, but you shouldn't have to. I guess that's the best way to put it, especially from a known brand. They talk great about themselves, and I do think they're a good company. This is a minor little thing to fix, and I just don't see why they ain't fixed it. To me, they're rushing it out is what they're doing. So we're drawing 144 watts at 0% battery. So, and in case anybody don't know, they do make an expansion battery for this. Don't hold me to it. I'm wanting to say it's the B2, B1. I think it's the B2, but you can get an expansion battery for this. And it's a 2,000 watt, which will make this a 3,000 watt unit, just a touch over 3,000 watts. So you can look into that on the Opus website. But right now they are running a sale on everything they got. And I will say the Mega 5, absolutely, I will recommend it. Mine runs flawlessly, which I did have a problem out of my first one. I'm not going to lie. It would use half the battery. It'd get down to between 45% and 50%, and it would just shut off like it was totally empty. It was not using half the batteries, so I had to send it back. But when they replaced it, this one has worked flawlessly. Love it. Use it almost every night. It and my Alcatel P5000, I just flip them around every other night. And then I also use my FozzieBot 3600. So those three I use for nighttime. Just flip them around. But the Opus Mega 5, it's run flawlessly. Not one problem out of it. I love it. I wish this one run just as good as it. Which far as running, it does. This just kills me, this 0%. It does. It just gets on my last nerve. You pay for something. You want what you pay for. You don't want to have issues and sending them back. Like I said, these companies, you think they would test these out and make sure they've got all the issues worked out before they put it out. Because then they can actually stand behind their name. This right here, I think Opes is a great brand, but this did hurt them just a little bit. I'm sorry. And you can't tell me it's just me that's got this issue. I got 3 of them. The first one was out of the first batch. And from what they told me, this one was out of the second batch. And this one has to be the second batch because I bought it after I received this one. This one, well, both of them are literally brand new. So I guess hopefully they fix it. I don't mean to sit here and bore you and rant. I feel bad about doing it, but I'm just trying to show you, right now it's 27 after. So we've already went, 21, 22 minutes on 0%. Opus, check this out. It shouldn't do this, You wanted a video of it showing 0% running something. Well, it's running my fridge right now. 143 watts coming out. They asked me in the email to take a video of it running something for at 0% for a little bit of time. And I was going to send them a little video, but I think this one will be good right here. But should not do this. If I'm outside working or something, I don't want to leave it at 0% because then you don't know when it's going to shut off. You come back in or whatever, you might forget about it, and then here your refrigerator ain't even running. I just wish they would fix this problem. And all you out there that's looking for a power station for Christmas, let me tell you what, just about every one of them is running sales right now. And I recommend going to their website instead of Amazon and eBay. You can get a better deal and a better warranty on their website most of the time with most companies. I've been bombarded with emails from all the Anchor and DAPS and Opus, Alcatel, with all their sales, and you'll receive it, and 3 days later they send you the same one over and over. But right now, if you're wanting to buy one, right now is probably a great time to get it because they are all on sale. And like I said, this one I've got coming, if it does what it says, I'm telling you, you're talking about a good little deal. Supposed to arrive today. Oh, I'd say about 2 or 3 o'clock, usually, when FedEx runs. 29 after. And we are still running 142 watts, running the refrigerator at 0%. I mean, I'm sorry, but this now is ridiculous. It shouldn't be running this long on 0%. I mean, we're at what, 23, 24 minutes? And I know that ain't no big deal, but I'm sorry, I don't want to babysit it. I want this to do what they say it's going to do, what I paid for it to do. They just need to get this issue resolved. And they did tell me, if I want to return this one, they'll send me another one or a refund. One, I really don't want a refund because it does run good. Like I said, all the specs about it are great for the size. I don't really want to return it again, but yet, it doesn't do what you say it's going to do. I mean, I'm sorry. I don't want a refund because, I mean, for the money, it's a great price, but I'm starting to figure out why they've lowered the price probably. I'm just joking about that. They just need to resolve that. Other than that, I have not one bad thing to say about this. I think it is a great unit. I really do. Just burns me up that they say, at 0% it's going to cut off, and it doesn't. Like I said, the one I returned, I'm so mixed up where I have 3 of them, or had 3 of them, and I've done so much testing on them. Honestly, I can't even say which one it was. But it would get down to 12% and then shut off. If I ain't mistaken, it was this one before I reset it. I'm pretty sure it was this one. But I know it was. It would get down to 12% and then it would shut off. It just now shut off. It's 6:31. So, well, we're talking, 27, 28 minutes? 25 minutes. Approximately 25, 26 minutes. So right there you go. Proof is in the pudding. I just showed it to you. 0%. It is dead. So, and the run time I got on that was 9 hours. This one run my double door refrigerator for 9 hours. And I can't explain this. This one here run this refrigerator for 10.5 hours. And right here, like I said, 852 is what it actually run, but call it 9 hours. You get into it and all that, but that's an hour-and-a-half difference. Why? They're the same daggone unit. Why is there an hour-and-a-half difference? 9 hours running this refrigerator, 10.5 hours running this refrigerator. Makes no sense. But again, good unit. They just need to fix this issue badly. So right there's the video. Didn't mean to bore you. I just wanted to prove to you and Opus that there is an issue with the 0%. But don't let that knock you from buying it, because I'm telling you, for $380, $385, it's still a good buy. Other than not knowing actually when it's going to shut off, I have no problems with it. I actually like it. I mean, I really do. And I'm not even going to return it. I'll just come out and tell you that. Because like I said, I've got plenty of them. I use them for backups, using it, to cut the cost on my electric bill. So it is worth it. Even with this problem, it's worth it. But Opus, you need to fix it and quit sending out stuff that is not what you say it is. You know the problem now, so fix it. If you don't fix it, people now are going to know you're full of it and probably going to avoid you a little bit, because then they're going to wonder, well, if they're not going to fix this problem, what other problems are they not going to fix? So I'm calling you out. Get your technicians to resolve this problem. People don't want to waste their hard-earned money on something that ain't going to work 100% correctly. And again, as far as running, no issues with nothing. It's just you really don't know when you're going to be at a true 0% dead battery. So there you go. This is a number 3 video. You can catch the other 2. I'll put them in the description. But use your own judgment. But for the money, yeah, I'll still say it's worth the money. But they need to fix this. And when they fix this, honestly, this is probably going to be one of the number 1 pick power stations that I could recommend to somebody for a backup on your refrigerator, lights, coffee, microwave, air fryer. If they fix that, number 1, you know. So use your own judgment. Hit that like button if you don't care. Subscribe if you ain't. Again, if you have problems with the Mega 1, please just put it in the comments. Put a yes or go into detail. We all want to know, especially a lot of people that's thinking about buying this. Help them out. It ain't for me. I'm not doing it for clickbait. Help people out that's interested in this power station. Let them know your experience. But hey, thank you for watching. Take care of your family. Take care of your neighbors. And God bless.